Melbourne. He's a media partner at law firm HWL Ebsworth. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us here on the program. First off, walk us through how these surveillance companies operate and how they use the information and data they get to access through social media companies.
Well, normally it's through very sophisticated spyware. And when I say very sophisticated, that can range from freely available and cheap spyware available on the dark net through to what's commonly considered the most sophisticated spyware, which has been in the news in the last 3 or 4 years regarding the Pegasus spyware, which has been developed by Israeli secret authorities in regards to being able to hack not just social media platforms, but the ability to get into mobile phones and basically anything on the internet.
Wow. Now, with upcoming generations, we're witnessing more and more of our lives being shifted to the digital world. I mean, we have NFTs now, not to mention the metaverse. How do you think social media companies are going to balance people being safe on the internet, but at the same time not being subjected to losing all their privacy?
That is a question that needs to be constantly asked and constantly surveilled in these circumstances. For instance, social media platforms such as Facebook, I think whether or not they are living up to their responsibilities for their users, it's dawning on them that they need to at least show that they're doing something positive regarding surveillance companies. And when I say surveillance companies, that is those that are, you mentioned the Harvey Weinstein instance. There have been other instances. Jeff Bezos, Amazon, back in 2018, was allegedly hacked, as have others in very notorious circumstances. Now, what this means, though, is that social media organisations must be vigilant, I would suggest, regarding the safety for their users. Otherwise, if there's no if there's no warranty, if there's no confidence in not being hacked, well, then your privacy is really totally at risk.
Is there anything good that can come out of these surveillance companies?
Is there anything good that can come out of these surveillance companies? Well, I guess if you're if one is using one, but certainly not for the end user. If the end user is unaware that they are being surveilled, then there is no benefit whatsoever. Certainly to the end user, and this is why constant vigilance needs to be made, and certainly social media platforms like Facebook, like Instagram, really need to not just ban, shall we say, or at least give warnings to 7 or so companies. They need to do it across the board.
All right, Nicholas Poulin for us there in Melbourne. Thank you so much for joining us here on the program. It was a pleasure having you.